Hello class 12, welcome to your education online classes. We are doing the revision videos of your selection test examination. This is a revision video and this is part 1 and we will start with Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. So before I start the chapter, let me introduce something to you. Let me give a small introduction of it. Uh, in Hindi we use this term Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, and if we discuss the English meaning of it, it will say that it is an education for all. So, as after Indian government, they have decided a program of universalization of elementary education. Elementary education means the basic education, and the age group will be 6 to 14 years. And they have decided, they have made a time frame, and within that, they will educate all the children from 6 to 14 years. That was the motive of this Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan or education for all movement. Now, in the 86th amendment of our Indian Constitution, it is mentioned that according to the 2001 report, we can see that there are 205 million children belonging in this category, means 6 to 14 years. So they have made a time frame of it, that within a certain period of time they will educate all. This is an was a challenge. This was a challenge actually, and the education which will be provided by the government will be free from 6 to 14 years. And the according to the 2001 report, it is saying that there are 205 million students, those who belongs to this category. And this special program was pioneered at the time of the Indian Prime Minister, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So today we are going to start in details. First we will start with the main objectives. First one, primary education from birth to 14 years. So the basic, when I was discussing the introduction of the movement, I have told you that the basic was the primary education for the children. The elementary education means the basic education, and that education will be given to birth to 14 years, or rather 6 to 14 years. Okay, and this education, because the base is the main important thing. So the what the recommendations was, the main feature or the characteristics what they have selected, what they have decided to do, that is a free and compulsory education for the child which belongs to 6 to 14 years. Second one is necessary education with relevance. So not only they will be educated, but the education which will be provided to them through Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan should be relevant, should be should fulfill their need, requirement, and the need, what they need actually, what the demand they are asking for from education, that should be fulfilled by the particular type of education. Means it should be relative, it should be relevant, it should be related. Third point, to find out students in adverse socio-economic condition from 6 to 14 years. Now see, we all know that India is a poor country, and over here many people, they are starving for their day-to-day food, regular the basic needs, that is food, shelter and all. These are they are unable to afford. So how come they will teach their children, isn't it? They are unable to get a shelter, they are unable to get food. So how, from where they will receive the money of educating their own child? And that is why government has decided to find out the people, the students, those who are leading a very difficult life, and they will also be treated in a same manner, and they will also be educated, because education is very important, isn't it? See, why they are belonging to such a condition? Because they don't earn their own money, they don't have their adequate money. We don't need luxury, we don't need much money. We need to stay alive, we need to eat healthy food, and we need a basic shelter. And the family, those who are living on street, living on footpath, they are unable to get food. Means they cannot complete their hunger. So how they will provide, though they are willing, their will is same, but they cannot dream of it, isn't it? Because due to the deficiency of money, because they don't earn. So this movement has decided to bring out the students, those who are living a adverse life, those who are living in a bad social and economic condition. So these are the first three basic features of this abhiyan. In the next part, we are going to discuss the remaining aims or features of, or the objectives of the abhiyan. Thank you.